Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today I'm going to be covering my entire Wrath of the Lich King Mage character as of right now. The arena season is about to start. We're going to look at talents, we're going to look at gear, we're going to look at professions, everything you need to know to get started on your mage in PvP. But first, I want to give you guys a quick reminder that we do have merch available. We got the improved collection right here. We got the nice improved design on the back. If you guys want to check it out, we got the link down below. We got tees, we got tanks, we got sweatshirts. Definitely check it out. But without further ado, let's get started on this video. We're going to start with talents, all right? A lot of people asking, what is my PvP build? And let's start with the Frost talents here, because I'm a Frost mage and we're feeling frosty, all right? We got 3 points in Frostbite. Never move it around. Way too good to get rid of, all right? Frostbite, fun fact, is on a different DR than Frost Nova. Frostbite is on a DR called a random roots. All right, so there's a root DR and a random root DR. The other random root DR that mages have is Shattered Barrier. If you guys did not know, Shattered Barrier DRs with random roots like Frostbite and not Frost Nova. So fun fact, starting this video off with some big brain mage IQ plays here. All right, we got improved Frostbolt, never move it. Makes your Frostbolts faster. Ice Flows, never move it. Ice Shards 3 out of 3, never move it. Frost Warding, never move it. Really good. It gives your armor and resistances by Frost and Ice Armor like up by 50%, which is good alone, but gives your Frost and Fire Ward a chance to negate the warded damage and give you mana back, which makes it even better. So super, super OP. Precision, you just don't have room for it in the PvP build, unfortunately. It would be nice, but no room for it. Permafrost 3 out of 3 always, because you get the reduced healing. A lot of people didn't know this. I didn't know this recently, but mages in Wrath of the Lich King do indeed have a Mortal Strike effect. 20% reduced target healing received. Insane. It also makes your chills even slower and increases the duration, so always lock it in. Icy Veins, lock it in. 1 point in Blizzard and 1 point in Piercing Ice. Now, these are talents you could decide to move around, but I wouldn't recommend it. I actually think this is the way Frost is set up down my whole tree, I think is perfect. I wouldn't move a point, but if you want to move points, these are the two that you could move. Improved Blizzard is so nice because since it has a chill effect, it procs things like Frostbite and Fingers of Frost and Brain Freeze. That's insane. So when you use Blizzard, it's going to give you a ton of procs. That's pretty much why I play with it. You can drop it though if you really don't want, because you don't use Blizzard too much in Wrath because the high mana cost. Rank 1 Blizzard is the same mana cost as max rank Blizzard, so yeah, you don't actually need to have this if you really didn't want, but I would recommend it. Piercing Ice, 1 point. We'll get to why the other spots aren't really necessary, but it is an extra 2% damage. We have 2 points in Arctic Reach. I would always do it for the extra radius and the extra range. Super good. Frost Channeling is good. You just don't have room for it, unfortunately. Man, this is one of the reasons I love the old talent trees. Every ability is awesome. You want them all, but you can only afford 51 talents in the Frost tree, so it's like, oh man, I can't have them all. I gotta choose, and that's so fun, man. Compared to retail, it's like some of them, it's just like, man, all of these suck. Like, I don't want any of them. Like, this one is like, dude, every single one you want. Anyway, I digress. Shatter, 3 for 3 always. Cold Snap always. Improved Cone of Cold is good, but like I said, you just don't have room for it. So Cone of Cold is not digging as hard, not doing as much damage, so you can just use Cone of Cold to kite. Frozen Core, so good. 2% damage reduced from spells. You get up to 6%, but you just don't have room, so you don't go for it. Shattered Barrier is nice because it reduces the... oh no, this is Cold as Ice, rather, not Shattered Barrier. It's nice because it reduces the cooldown on everything. Definitely always lock it in. 3 for 3 Winner's Chill. If you're feeling spicy, you could do 2 for 3, but I like 3 for 3. I don't want to leave it to RNG if they get Winner's Chilled or not, so I'm 3 for 3 always. I love 3 for 3 Winner's Chill. I hate RNG. Last expansion in TBC was like 4 out of 5 that people played, but I usually like 5 out of 5. I'm like, I'm not trying to RNG it. So anyway, 3 for 3 Winner's Chill. Ice Barrier, need it. Shattered Barrier, super good, need it. Like I said, this is on that random root DR. Arctic Winds. Now, here is the point. You could put points in Arctic Winds if you want, right? You could remove the point from Piercing Ice. You could remove a point from Improved Blizzard. You could even remove one from Winter's Chill and put like 2 to 3 points in Arctic Winds. Now, the reason I don't like to do it is because most melee players have a little over hit cap, because there's a couple reasons why you need over hit cap. Like as a mage, you want to be over hit cap because rogues have extra reduction to miss magic spells. Blood elves have that extra 1% miss against magic spells. And I think as a rogue, there's something similar. So most rogues play a little over hit cap anyway. So if you have Arctic Winds, the reduced melee and range attacks to hit you, like, doesn't actually do much because people play over hit cap. So it doesn't do anything. And then the extra frost damage is only 1% compared to 2% you could do in Piercing Ice. So I would recommend not playing Arctic Winds for that reason and use your points in Piercing Ice and Blizzard instead. Like I said, I think this frost spec is perfect. I wouldn't move a point if I were you. I think it's perfect. The 51 points in Frost. Now you can move stuff around in Arcane, and we'll get to that. Empowered Frostbolt 2 for 2, Fingers of Frost 2 for 2, Summon Water Elemental, 1 point Enduring Winter. It would be nice if you could do 3 points. It would be awesome, but there's just no room for it. And 1 point pretty much gets the job done. Fun fact, Enduring Winter has 2 little portions. On the top, Summon your Water Elemental. It increases the duration of your water lily by 5, 10, and then 15 seconds. On the bottom of the spell descriptor, it says your Frostbolt has a 33% chance to grant mana regen, right? For the longest time, I thought this was only when your water lily was up. It is not. It is all the time. Your Frostbolt has a 33% chance to grant that mana regen, whether or not you have a water lily out. I just learned this the other day. Maybe someone watching the video will learn from that. That's crazy to me. It's such a good talent. I actually wish I could put 2 points or even 3 points in Enduring Winter, so you could always get the mana back from Frostbolt. It's just crazy. Having said that, you can't afford it really, so you just spend rank 1 Frostbolts. Actually, in this video, I'm going to, later in the video, I'm going to talk about which spell ranks to use. Rank 1 Frostbolt with Enduring Winter has some great synergies, okay? 3 for 3 Brain Freeze all the time. 5 out of 5 Chilled to the Bone all the time. It reduces the movement speed of your chilled targets by an extra 10. So you get the damage, but you also get that reduced chill. Makes it way too good to not get. And Deep Freeze. Let me tell you guys. I love this ability. I love this ability so much. Never untalent this, ever. All right, and Blizzard never get rid of it again. I love this thing. Oh, it's nice. Oh. Anyway, moving on. No points in Fire. Arcane. Now, Arcane, there is room to change these points around. This is not the perfect build for these 20 points, okay? Depends on what you're playing, depends on your playstyle, etc. Always 2 points in Arcane Subtlety. It makes it so you don't get purged down as hard. Always 3 points in Arcane Focus, because the extra 3% hit rating is very nice for Counterspell and Polymorph, so you're over hit cap into things like Blood Elves, Rogues, etc. Okay? Pretty much always 3 points in Arcane Fortitude. It makes you tankier by, I think, about 5% damage. 5% less damage from melee, maybe 4 to 5. Depends on how much intellect you have, so later on it's going to be more. But yeah, 4 or 5% reduced damage from melee. I mean, if you don't have it, you're taking 4 or 5% more damage that you don't need to. It's pretty darn good. 2 points in Magic Absorb. Most of the time I would run this because you're going to get mana back and increases all your resistance by up to 80. 1 per level, and I'm level 80, so you're gonna have 80 of all resist for 2 talent points. That's crazy. If you ever fight someone who's not playing more than 80 spell pen, you are going to get mana back when you resist spells, which is huge, right? Super, super awesome. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, there might be partial resist too, but I'm not up to date on that for Wrath of the Lich King. But still, great talent for 2 points. Arcane Concentration is so good. I really want to play it, but there's not enough room. So if you want to play it, you can get rid of 2 points in Spell Impact and move 2 points to Arcane Concentration. Now, when would you do that? Well, Spell Impact gives you up to 4 to 6% damage on Ice Lance, Fire Blast, Scorch, Cone of Cold, Arcane Explosion, right? It's just good. It's a lot of extra damage, right? But Arcane Concentrations is going to give you more runway. It's going to give you more mana, right? You're not going to go as fast. So if you're playing something like Priest Mage, long disc Priest Mage, long drawn out games, right? Wizards in 3s, right? Wizards in 5s. Maybe play Arcane Concentration, drop the damage, get some more mana effectiveness, efficiency, okay? that's when you would swap from here to here. Yeah. All right. So that's that. Magic attunement. You have 2 points in here, mainly for that extra 6 yards in Arcane. Means your polymorphs are going to be longer range, and your counter spell is going to be longer range, which is huge. But also your damped magic and amp magic are better. It's good. I would always do it. Focus magic is a talent that you actually could get rid of for a 3rd point in Arcane concentration if you really never want to go Having said that, I actually just learned that focus magic works on spell crits. So if you're playing with a rogue, has poisons, if the poison crits counts as a spell crit, it's gonna give you focus magic buff on the rogue poisons, which is crazy. So even Rogue Mage 2's focus magic is good because you're gonna give them extra spell crit, which is gonna give you more crit, and it's gonna be a debuff protector. I'm pretty much always playing with focus magic, and I actually didn't know I was going to, but it's pretty cool. MCS 2 out of 2 always. That's pretty much why you're going Arcane. You need that MCS, which once again is so fun to play with. I'm so happy Blizzard kept this in the game, man. Love it. And 3 out of 3 Torment the Weak for that extra 12% damage on Frostbolt. Man, one of the things I love about old school talent trees is that it gives you, like, Torment the Weak is in the Arcane tree, but it gives you extra damage to Frostbolt and Fireball and Frost Firebolt and Pyro and missiles. Like, so you can be like, oh, it gives more damage to Fireball? Okay, let me make a Fire Spec and then go Arcane for this. Or Spell Impact gives more damage to Blast Wave, so let me go Blast Wave and then go Spell Impact. It makes all the trees synergize so nicely. It's not like Arcane is just Arcane, right? Or Frost is just Frost, or Fire is just Fire, right? Like Elemental Precision increases your chance to hit by spells by 3% for all for Fire, Frost, and Arcane. So you can make like an Arcane build and then go for Frost for Veins and Precision, which is what you do in PvE, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I digress. I love the talent trees in Wrath. They're brilliantly designed. I love playing around with them. This is the spec I'm going for PvP though. And I really wouldn't change much besides the 2 points on Spell Impact to the 2 in Arcane Concentration if you're playing more long drawn out games. Next, glyphs. We have Ice Barrier, Evo, and Poly. I pretty much always lock those in. Poly is just so nice because if you're playing Rogue Mage 2s, your rogue has some poisons, whatever. You're playing with a priest, so Shadow Word Pain is up. Like, you're playing with a Warlock, a Battleground. It's just nice to have the polymorph dots removed when you want them removed. Evo, I mean, do I even need to say? It's so cool because you get health back on the Evocate. And this is actually one of the heals I think is healthy for the game. When you compare Wrath to Retail has the heals built in passively to where you just like never die. Evo, what's cool about it is it's a heal, but you could get interrupted. So it's like, I need to find a really good time to Evo. I might need to run away, retreat back into the room, line of sight, Evo, and then come back in. And that can really swing a game. So I love Evocate Glyph for that reason. It's not just baseline good, but you have to find a way to make it good. Then we have Ice Barrier with that extra 30% making you tankier. That is just good. We have Slow Fall, no longer requiring a regen on that minor glyph, so you can spam it because hell yeah. We got Fire Ward, giving an extra 5% chance to reflect spells. And Frost Ward, an extra 5% chance. Those are the minor glyphs. Next, before I forget, let's go into the rank 1 spells. Which rank 1 spells do you want to use? So in Wrath, man, a lot of people don't know this. All the mana costs are the same of the same cast time. Blizzard, rank 1, 2400 mana. Blizzard, rank 9, 2400 mana. Kona Cold, rank 1, 817. Rank 8, 817. Frostbolt, rank 1, is 196. Max rank Frostbolt is 359. It's about half the mana cost of a rank 1 to a max rank. If you just learned that, you didn't know that, leave a comment saying like, wow, Zar, you taught me something today, thanks, or whatever. All right, leave a comment saying saying something so we know how many people, because I didn't know that recently. All right, 2-second cast time has the same mana cost as another 2-second cast time, and another 2-second cast time, and another one, 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 and another, and another. But as soon as it goes down to 1.6, that's where the mana drops off. Anyway, having learned this, it is very good to know that rank 1 Frostbolt is half the mana cost and quicker. So you definitely want rank 1 Frostbolt for a quick slow, a quick way to get procs, quick way to get brain freeze, quick way to get fingers of frost, quick way to get a slow, quick way to get a frostbite. It's so important to have rank 1 frostbolt as a keybind as a mage. The only other rank 1 ability that I'm using is Amplify Magic. The only reason I'm using rank 1 Amplify Magic, and you could use Dampen, is so I can buff as a Dispel Protector when I'm playing 3s or 5s or whatever, okay, or 2s. If I'm playing Priest Mage 2s, we want to throw up Amplify Magic on my healer, because it basically doesn't do anything, but it gives them a Dispel Protector, okay? So Amplify Magic rank 1. You could use Dampen Magic if you wanted rank 1 instead, because it's like the same thing, it doesn't do anything. And that's it. Those are the only 2 rank 1s that you need to use, right? Because other than that, max ranks are going to do fine, and they're pretty much close to the same mana cost anyway. So I use the max ranks of everything else, okay? And those are the only ones I use rank 1 for. Next, looking at my gearing, I have Bissless, pre-Bissless in my Discord. Check it out there. A lot of mage info in the Discord for those Bissless, but I'm pretty much pre-Biss. Turns out we played a lot of World of Warcraft recently and got pre-Biss for PvP. Pendulum of the Currents, I like it because it has base haste. It's a nice stat stick there. If you want to get Dark Moon card Death or go for another trinket, feel free. This one is nice because that baseline haste is so good. You can get up to 14.5% haste. I'm actually going to go a bit higher when I get my jewel crafting leveled up. So yeah, we got Medallion of the Horde. That's the one thing I actually need to farm still, is the better Medallion. I almost have enough honor to buy it. So yeah, I just dropped enchantings. We don't have those ring enchants anymore. And we got the Titan Forge Slippers of Salvation, Plush Sash of Guzba, this thing's insane. And we got the Titan Forge Hood of Salvation. This is pretty much PvP pre-Biss, at least in my opinion, besides that trinket. So this is every single piece of gear that I want. What are my stat priorities? Well, I want 4% hit, so we got that 4.00, baby. Exact 4% hit. Against rogues, they have an additional 4% miss chance. So you want 8% hit against rogues. I mean, you don't have room to get it right now, right? You don't have room to get it right now. The nice thing is Arcane Focus is going to give you 3% extra hit against rogues, for example, against like Polymorph. So Polymorph is going to have a 4% plus a 3% chance to land, so 7%. So there's only a 1% chance to miss rogues. So if you want to go up to about 5% hit or even 6% hit, because Blood Elves get another 2%, I believe, you can go a bit past 4 and guarantee yourselves against Blood Elves that extra 2 or a rogue. Man, and God forbid you fight a Blood Elf rogue, you're going to actually need 10% hit to never miss a Blood Elf rogue. That's insane. But most people play with 4. Right now I'm playing with 4. As I can afford it and I get more PvE gear, I'm actually going to play with 5% hit, maybe even 6%, maybe even like 6.5% hit eventually, okay? So that's the hit rating. My spell pen, I only have an 85. Now, I want to play 130 spell pen, okay? But I don't have my jewel crafting gems. I actually just leveled my jewel crafting. Got my engineering leveled up for the gloves and my jewel crafting to 400. But I need the freaking Dragon's Eye to make this, but these Dragon's Eye, you can only get one a day from the daily, and they're like 400 G on the auction house. So I'm going to put in a couple of these Stormy Dragon's Eyes, like my Bissless says, so I get a bit more spell pen. I'm going to go up to 131 or something spell pen. That's my gear, right? I have 650 resale. When I get the trinket, I'll go up to 680, 690, 689, something like that. And yeah, pretty happy with that gear setup there. Now with, let's see, well, gear setup. Oh, I guess that's the rest of the video. Oh, we talked about everything. We got engineering and, I was going to talk about professions briefly. We have engineering and jewel crafting, right? So for engineering, I am playing with the hyperspeed accelerators. You can play with the hand mount and pyro rocket instead. They're both really good. I would actually say maybe the pyro rocket is better early on, and later in the game, later in the seasons, as people get more gear and more health, the accelerators become better because the pyro rocket is just a static damage, and when people get bigger health pools, it doesn't do much damage. Regardless, you can play either one right now. I'm playing with the hyperspeeds. And when you're playing with a rogue, the hand mount and pyro rockets are probably going to be better, right? Because rogues, you're playing fast, you're going to die fast. Like Rogue Mage 2s, play the pyro rockets, you can just get faster kills so you can win the game. right? Longer games, Priest Mage, Shadow Priest Mage, 3s with double wizards, Lvly Mage, hyperspeed accelerators are probably gonna be more value. So that's like the difference there. And then with jewel crafting, the reason most players find jewel crafting better than, say, like enchanting or other inscription for the shoulder enchant, etc., is because you can do things like this. Oh, I want more spell pen. Okay, let me just gem spell pen. Okay, I have enough spell pen from my wand and my offhand I'm gonna get later in the season. Okay, I don't need to gem spell pen anymore. I can gem haste, right? And you get those big gems that you can put haste on or spell pen on or crit on. So whatever stat you want, you can choose. And jewel crafting is pretty unique in that way. That's why JC is pretty darn good. All right, so JC, jewel crafting, that's my gear setup. Those are my talents. That's my spec. You guys are up to date. So many people asking for this video over the last couple of weeks. It is here. It is out. You guys should know exactly what to do and how to set up your mage. We have another video covering add-ons and macros, and this one is going to get you straight on everything else. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. If you did not enjoy the video, give it a big thumbs down. Talk to me in the comments about what type of videos you guys want to see in the future. Don't forget about the merch. We got the merch available on the website at the time of recording this video. The link is in the description. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.